I'm Ashley. I own and run Bite Me Bakes, where I am a cake artist and baker. I do all sorts of occasions, from weddings to celebrations, so wedding cakes, wedding favours and everything in between. I grew up in a family where everything was made from scratch food-wise. All our puddings were always homemade. We, as a family, made cakes together in the kitchen. So I'd say that I've been baking since I was a little girl, maybe 4 or 5 years old. With my mum, with my grandma, every time we came back from holiday, there'd be a homemade cake waiting for us. So it's kind of always been there. And then as I got older, I still enjoyed it, and I actually ended up making a wedding cake for someone that I worked with, just because I enjoyed doing it. And then it wasn't until I had my little boy, and I hated the idea of going back to work and having to put him into nursery. So I ended up going back for as long as I needed to. And then when I got to a point where I felt like it was the right sort of time, I just took the plunge and quit my job and started doing this so that I could be at home a little bit more and be a bit more flexible. I would say creative, expressive and detailed. I would say washing up, but that's actually not true. That's the worst bit, not the hardest bit. The hardest bit is the work-life balance, being a mum to 2 children and running your own business. I think it's really hard to get that balance. If you work too much, you feel guilty from the mum side of things, and if you've got loads of work on but want to spend time as a family, you feel guilty about work. So definitely try and find the balance between those two. Don't. No, I'm only joking. Know your worth so that you can charge properly from the very beginning. I think if you can do that alongside finding a good work-life balance, it will give you the best foot to move forward on, because you will be charging well, so you'll be earning what you actually deserve, and you won't be consumed by work 24/7.